for the second home game of the season between the Walton Raiders and the North Cobb Warriors. Walton is currently on a 4-game winning streak. They've beaten Brookwood, Pope, Marietta, and North Paulding. So
Yep,
it's all
and
set.
North Cobb comes in at 3-2, where Walton's at 4-1.
Hear myself.
This was our homecoming game last year, and today we will see a rematch. Highly anticipated, high stakes for this game today.
Remove your caps and face the flag as we honor America for the playing of our national anthem by the award-winning Walton Raider Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for this very important announcement. Please remain standing in silence. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as the Walton Raider family takes a moment to honor and remember one of our own. Earlier this year, we lost a friend, leader, mentor, and coach. In addition to being a loving husband and father, Coach Jess Johnson dedicated countless hours encouraging and helping young athletes, even when they were competing on opposing teams. As the director of the Junior Raider football program, he touched many lives and helped countless players mature and prepare for high school. Please join us in a moment of silence as we remember Coach Jess. Thank you. Deer Park Natural Spring Water is a proud supporter of high school football in Georgia and a proud partner of the GHSA. Fans visit the Deer Park tent in the concourse for free samples and games. Thank you, Deer Park, for your support and for attending tonight's game. Gary.
They were so good. It's fast becoming one of their national sports, too.
The official score of tonight's game was provided by the Atlanta Area Football Officials Association. Referee Mike Boyd. Umpire Brian Bonner. Head line judge Mike Madison. Line judge Mike Hernowitz. Field judge Mark Wilson. Side judge Troy Olson. Back judge Jeff Williams. And up here in the booth with us, the ECO, Martin Katz, alongside his partner, the PCO, Robert Childers. Your officials for tonight's football game.
And with that, folks, we are ready to begin the festivities of tonight.
This is a long-awaited game so far this season. This is one of Walton's biggest games. Ever since we've had so many big games. I mean, the Mill Creek game, that was a huge game. Big game against Brookwood. Big game against Marietta on the road, and a very tight game against North Paulding. Alex Rupp making the game-winning field goal. Walton wins 51-49, and Marietta, they just held on to that lead. A clutch interception late in the fourth quarter held on to the lead, and Walton's been killing it lately.
4-game winning streak, and Walton looks to extend this streak tonight against a very tough North Cobb team that they faced a loss against last year on our homecoming game. We hope the Walton hopes to rewrite the um, the scoreboard tonight.
Yeah, last year was a rough one. I mean, it was a good start for the Raiders. Then they kind of like lost momentum. I mean, North Cobb was ahead by a lot going into halftime. Then Walton came out, got a touchdown. Then I believe they recovered an onside kick, got another touchdown, and along with that made the 2-point conversion. But that wasn't enough to keep up with North Cobb. As then they just scored pretty much the rest of the game and won 51-29.
Yep, and it seems to be that Walton has progressed as a team since last year, and we'll see how they display their performance tonight.
They sure have. They've really improved. I mean, they just keep getting better and better every day, working hard in practice. Coaches push them in practice, help them reach their goals, and they work together to become a better football team, and they're doing a great job this season.
Yes, their work ethic is very, very highly regarded. They have practice every day for 2 to 3 or 3+ hours sometimes, I think.
Yeah, it's like 4 p.m. to like 7 p.m. It's 3 hours of hard work, intense practicing, probably a bunch of coaches yelling, and all that good stuff. As you can hear, our award-winning marching band is here again tonight. Along with them is actually 8th graders from the feeder schools of Walton, which are Dodgen and Dickerson. They have been invited to come with the Walton Marching Band and play with them, and it's a great experience for them.
And our whole student section dressed in black again for today. Well, not again, dressed in black, showing their spirit again, and because tonight is a blackout.
Yes, it is. Last time they did a gold out, this time they're doing a blackout, and we're looking to see more of that support from our student section, and along with that, our parents tonight. So we're hoping to see that support coming from everybody tonight in a big matchup, the first region match of the season for your Walton Raiders.
Yeah. In fact, there's already some students filling up all the way to the parents section here, I guess. But definitely the bleachers will be filled within the next 15 minutes.
Oh, if they were filled during the Pope game, they are definitely going to be filled during this game. There's no question about that. As we are awaiting the entrance of the mighty Walton Raiders, who have been dominating this season, just killing it, even though despite losing at the Corky Kell and ending Coach Bruner's undefeated streak at the Corky Kell, they've been killing it after that, dominating some close games, but overall, it's just been a great season so far, and now that the region play has started, this is where things start to get really serious.
Yep. Credit to North Cobb too as well, though they are also a very good team. They're currently 3-2, and they've faced some tough matchups.
They have. If I'm correct, their star quarterback Malachi Singleton, he's been out for most of the season with an injury. I forgot what the injury was, but he's their star quarterback, and he really killed it in the game last year. So we'll see who their backup is in this game, and we'll see how he is.
Yeah, that'll be very interesting to watch.
What I'm looking forward to is I'm just looking forward to the offense, doing what they're supposed to be doing. I mean, Makari Bodiford's picking up a lot of yards on the run game. I mean, he's got a ton of rushing touchdowns this year. He's got 7 rushing touchdowns and 1 receiving touchdown, with Austin Williams getting that 1 rushing touchdown in the game against Pope. Aiden Jackson, he's been killing it, 5 touchdowns in the season. Wyatt Sonoman's got 4. Hunter Teal has got 2 touchdowns, and the defense has been killing it too.
Yeah, I remember last year Walton was much more of a run-heavy offense. Now they're very much dual threat, as we've seen so far this season. As Walton rushes out onto the field, the crowd is going wild already, and we're ready to get started. So, as I was saying, I've seen that Walton is much more dual threat now with a great receiving core, and with multiple four top receivers with touchdowns.
Yeah.
Or-
The thing that's great about Jeremy Hicklinski, he's pretty much a dual threat. You know, he's good. He's got a great arm. He can throw the ball pretty deep, and also whenever he has to scramble, he can pick up some yards on the ground. So he's doing great passing and running. So we like to see that out of Jeremy Hicklinski. He's got that mobility.
Yeah, everything about the offense is dual threat for Walton right now, both the offense itself and the quarterback.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, and there goes the senior section, jumping up and down.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be doing that all night long.
They have one of those little horse dolls.
They always find a
Yeah.
way to be funny. I think that's Saucy Mar down there with the Walton football team. Special appearance by Saucy Mar. It's good to see him
Yeah.
here. He's awesome. He is so awesome. He comes out to all these high school football games, takes a ton of pictures, and makes it into like a whole like slideshow, like a cool video. He's awesome. He's amazing. There he is right there, taking video as Walton prepares to do their epic entrance with the music booming through the stadium.
Oh, and North Cobb is being booed as they walk onto the field from the Walton section.
They're
The-
not. They know about North Cobb,
Yeah.
and they know how much of a good team they are, and they don't want them to win. Walton, they just got to play hard. They got to play hard. They got to take advantages of mistakes like they did in the Pope game. I mean, Pope made so many mistakes on offense and defense, and Walton took advantage of that, and they led it to a shutout.
Yeah. The North Cobb section is cheering for North Cobb, though. That's
Yeah, I'll give
Yeah,
credit. We
yeah.
got the North Cobb section. We got a loud North Cobb area too. I mean, you got Walton, they're loud. North
Yeah.
Cobb, they're loud. I liked it.
yeah. North Cobb had a long trip to get here. It's almost an hour by car.
Yeah, they came all the way from Kennesaw. Speaking of Kennesaw,
It's-
go ahead.
Yeah. The Kennesaw Aquarith area.
Well, speaking of Kennesaw, Walton's next game will be on the road at Kennesaw Mountain. It's been a while since Walton's played Kennesaw Mountain, so we'll see how they are. I've heard Kennesaw Mountain's doing pretty well this year, so we'll look and see how they do against them. But right now, we're focusing on this game, this big
Yeah.
region matchup against North Cobb, looking to get some revenge after last year's loss on homecoming. And here's a fun fact. So far this season, Walton has won 2 of other teams' homecoming games. When they played Marietta on the 16th, it was their homecoming game, and they won it. And the same thing applied to the North Paulding game on the 29th. It was also North Paulding's homecoming game. So right now, they're 2-0 for homecoming games. Let's see if they can be 3-0 when they play Cherokee the week after the Kennesaw Mountain game.
Cherokee is coming here for Walton's homecoming. And that'll be a very spirited night as well. But by far, this will be probably Walton's toughest matchup through the end of the season. Do you think?
Well, yeah. I mean that and Mill Creek at the Corky Kell. That was a very tough matchup with Alabama commit
Yep.
Caleb Downs, who, I mean, he can run the ball, he can catch passes, he can intercept the ball. He's great on offense and defense.
Well, yeah. I meant from here on out.
Well, yeah.
The Mill Creek game. Yeah, that was at Mercedes-Benz, and that was quite a showdown.
It's always a great game at the Corky Kell. I mean, last year against Lowndes, Walton got off to a good start. Then Lowndes came back, tied it. Then second half, Walton got off to another 14-point lead, but unfortunately, Lowndes tied it before the before the game ended, and then they went to overtime. But lucky for Walton, Lowndes missed a field goal, and then Walton punched it in later with a Sutton Smith rushing touchdown, and then that's how they won. Started off 1-0, and they remained undefeated. And Coach Bruner remained undefeated at Corky Kell games, but this year that streak ended with a loss to Mill Creek. But that did not affect the Raiders after they came out with a 34-20 win against Brookwood, and they've just done great ever since then. As they are doing the coin toss by midfield. We'll see who wins the toss. We'll see who starts with the ball, see who kicks it off. Last game, Walton kicked it off, so we'll see. I think the key here for Walton is they just got to get off to a strong start. If they want to win this game, they got to get off to a strong start, play good defense, cover every area in the secondary, cover all the players, cover all the zones, and just play good defense in general.
Yeah.
I expect Ashton Woods to get a few sacks here. And now they just did the coin toss. And
Walton has won the coin toss.
And they have deferred to the second half, so they will be they'll be kicking the ball off to North Cobb, so they'll start the second half off with the ball. So now this is where the defense has to really play good football. And now you see an example of sportsmanship at the logo where they shake hands, and that's good sportsmanship in high school football. As we await the epic entrance for the Walton Raiders and also for the North Cobb Warriors.
They also have their whole setup there, almost as Walton has here at home. North Cobb has set up their entrance here away with their cheerleaders and a flag of their own, or a banner of their own, if you would like to put it that way.
Oh yeah, Walton will bring it. Doesn't matter how far it is. Doesn't matter if they have to travel 4 hours to Colquitt County. They will bring that thing down south 4 hours. It doesn't matter.
Whoa.
That just shows the spirit of this team.
What we know about Walton, I was surprised the other schools, especially North Cobb, is doing the same.
Most schools do it. There goes North Cobb. They're entering first. Usually it's Walton first, but that's all right. I think we should save the best for last, as Walton will do their entrance second. And here come your Walton Raiders, taking the field at home for the second time this season. They are 1-0 right now at Raider Valley with a win over Pope before fall break, and look to make it 2-0 tonight against North Cobb. This is probably the loudest I've heard Raider Valley in a long time. My, oh my.
It's like the Pope game all over again, but instead of it being the rivals from up the street, it's I guess you could say rivals for North Cobb too at this point. Up the county, I guess.
I think Walton's getting new rivals over the years. I mean, I think Walton's starting to build a rivalry with like Marietta, North Cobb, Mill Creek, I guess. Yeah. It's just they're building all sorts of new rivalries. But again, you still got the three main rivals. Pope, Lassiter, Wheeler. So you still got them.
Yeah. Especially Pope.
Especially Pope. Yeah. But we haven't seen Lassiter here at Raider Valley since 2018, and Wheeler is coming here to Raider Valley for the first time since 2017. I think that game was here. Either it was here or whatever, but it was the last time Walton and Wheeler faced off in football, as Walton prepares to kick it off to North Cobb.
Yeah, our Wheeler game this year will be the final game of our season here at home, and that will be also a highly anticipated one. But I can't wait till Lassiter gets here at some point, because I know there's some teachers who despise Lassiter, like me personally, but I know there's a lot of students probably too who despise Lassiter more than they despise Pope. It's interesting.
It depends. Some people might say Pope, some people might say Lassiter, some people might say Wheeler. It depends. But right now it's probably Pope's our main rival because we play them usually
every year. But since Laster would be a sort of special occurrence, you know,
Uh-huh.
that would create hype. And here we go for the kickoff.
This is Alex Rupp, who made the game-winning field goal against North Cobb. An onside kick, and it is recovered by the Warriors at the Walton 49. I don't know if, I'm not sure why Walton drew that play up, but
Well, you never know how that one's going to go. It could be a very mighty start for Walton, or it could be how it just ended up.
well,
It's interesting, to say the least.
we'll hope that it doesn't affect Walton here as the defense comes out. I mean, you got Ashton Woods, you got Lotu Gakwe, you got Davis Callahan, Wendell Gregory. You got all sorts of guys. Matthew Trainer.
Ashton Woods has 19 solo tackles and 26 assisted tackles. It's crazy. And Matthew.
And they hand it off here. And
Number 2, David Izume.
David Zunme gets about 4 and tackled there by Davis Callahan. Brings up a 2nd down and 6 on the 46.
Yeah, Ashton Woods, Matthew Trainer, and Davis Callahan are all back-to-back in their number of tackles and their defensive performance. We'll see who gets the most tackles tonight.
Another run. Oh, no. Quarterback takes it, and he'll get nothing on that play. Nick Grimstad pretty much just got clobbered there, and he didn't lose or gain anything. It was just, oh, no, he lost 1 yard. So it's a 3rd down and 7 here for the Warriors.
That read option didn't work out very well for the Warriors here, and now they're already at 3rd and 7. See if Walton keeps showing up here.
Grimstad waiting to hear for what the coaches said. 1 man in the backfield with Grimstad. And they'll hand it off, and that's number 6, David Badinga. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he gets a lot of yards on that rush, and it is more than good enough for a North Cobb 1st down.
Yep, that was great blocking by North Cobb and a great way to identify the hole and charge through it by David Badinga.
That was 16 yards on that rush.
Great way to turn a 3rd down into a 1st down.
Yep.
1 for 1 so far.
Grimstad hands it off, and it's Mbadinga again. And Matthew Trainer comes up there with the tackle. And
it's 2nd and 2 now for North Cobb. Be very interesting to see what culminates from this drive. For that snap.
Oh, Grimstad dropped it, but he picked it up. But Walton is going to take advantage of that, and he's going to bring him back for a few yards of loss, bringing up another 3rd down. So Walton again trying to take advantage of those mistakes, and they kind of did there.
Great play, yeah.
Causing
great sack there, and
causing 3 yards of loss. So good job there by the defensive line.
Nick Grimstad did a good job of recovering that ball, though that could have been detrimental to North Cobb. But
Grimstad here, running it again. This is number 7, Ben Hall, and he gets to the 10-yard line. A great rush for the Warriors, and it's a 1st down and goal at.
Oh, it's the 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yeah, well, basically, it's 1st down.
enough,
Yeah, they're in the red zone now, so Walton's got to really step up their defense.
I think the main component here is to tighten up that rush defense. Walton has played a great pass defense throughout the start here.
Run over to the left, and it's number 2, David Uzunme. And Davis Callahan comes up with a sack again.
We'll be saying those names a lot. Matthew Trainer, Davis Callahan, and Ashton Woods tonight.
And don't forget Wendell Gregory.
Oh, yes, Wendell Gregory as well.
He got the pick 6 in the game against Pope.
Yeah,
And as
Great play.
Ben Hall goes to the sideline. 2nd down and 6 for the Warriors. And another run up the middle, and he'll get to about the 5 as he's dragged back, but it'll be at the 5, so about a 2-yard rush there.
That was Ahiero with the carry. He's a wide receiver, actually.
My apologies, he got to the 6, so it's 3rd down and 5.
Defense chant has started. We'll see if Walton shows up for the student section. In fact, they're standing at the side of the field where the student section, the senior section, is closest. So.
And we have a timeout called by the Warriors, their first of the first half.
We have 7:25 left in the first quarter. And highly anticipated moments to come.
Well, I can say this, the student section has really brought the energy for this game. I mean, they had to bring this energy because this is a huge game for the Raiders, and they want to win this game so badly, just as bad as North Cobb wants to. Walton has not beaten North Cobb since 2017. That was Coach Bruner's first year as head coach. He's in his 6th season, I believe, as head coach of the Raiders, replacing Mo Dixon after the 2016-17 season. He's done a great job. As we have
As gameplay is about to resume.
3rd down and 5 at the 6 again. 7:25 left in the first quarter. And we have another stoppage in play. Or,
I think it's all part of the same stoppage, but.
yeah, I guess
Oh.
so.
Oh, and
Oh, they're interviewing
Mr. Tischler.
they're interviewing our new principal, Mr. Tischler, and it's an honor to have him as our principal this year. He's been a great principal. He made all this possible. He makes all these athletic event, all these football games happen, all these basketball, baseball, whatever you call it. It's all thanks to him. So we greatly appreciate that, Mr. Tischler. Thank you very much.
And
As the senior section is starting to do the
Tomahawk.
the Atlanta Braves Tomahawk Chop. The Atlanta Braves are in the playoffs now, waiting to see who they'll face in the NLDS. But here's another run here up the middle, and Walton is going to stop them on the 5. What a great block there by the defensive line.
Ahiero is clobbered as the pocket just closes on him before he even crosses the line of scrimmage. And,
What a combined effort by the defensive line to just bring him down. Only allow 1 yard of a rush there, and they'll probably they'll have to settle for a field goal here, as I believe it appears
they're going for it.
It appears they're going to go for it here. 4th down and 4 on the 5. They need a stop here, Walton, in order to get the ball back on that spot. As Grimstead hands it off.
Oh,
no, he throws it to the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown, North Cobb.
Yeah, that was
James Rowe with the touchdown, and that is the first touchdown that Walton has given up at home this season. Great start for the Warriors.
a very, very good handling of the ball there by James Rowe. Even though it slipped for a sec, he made sure to maintain possession of it and claim that touchdown and get that touchdown. And they will.
Here is Morales, I believe, kicking the extra point for North Cobb, and holds good. Kicks is good. 7-0 Warriors. A good start for North Cobb in this huge game with 6:35 left in the first quarter.
that fourth down conversion did miracles for them, because they treated it as 4-down territory and they got the touchdown. That's all there is to it. Didn't matter if it was the beginning of the game or the end of the game.
Yeah, they needed to get off to a quick start, and they pretty much did, using up about 5 minutes and 25 seconds of a drive. So a lot of time burned there by the Warriors. So the Raiders need to respond quickly, and they need to really get the run game going. And Jeremy Hicklinski's got to get those deep throws in like he's been getting in the past few games.
I mean, it doesn't hurt for the Walton Raiders to go with rush as well and take it slow, because it's still the very beginning of the game. The only sole goal of this drive is to score points, and whether it be slowly or quickly.
You kind of want to save Hicklinski's arm for like the end of the game, just in case like we need like a last minute push to tie the game or to somehow win the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this will be a game through the fourth quarter. So.
Oh, for sure. As North Cobb prepares to give the ball to the Raiders here. First kickoff by the Warriors in this game. Kicks away, and it will be a touchback. So here comes Jeremy Hicklinski and the powerful Walton offense.
Yep.
If I'm correct, I believe Hicklinski threw for 6 touchdowns last week against North Paulding. He had a fabulous game at North Paulding as he gets ready to take on North Cobb here, and we'll see how it goes.
Hicklinski has a total of 18 touchdowns, with that longest play being in that Pope game for 98 yards.
Bodiford here on the rush, and he will get to about the 25-yard line, I believe. I think about 5 yards in that rush. Yep, got 5 yards.
Great.
Second down and 5.
Great improvisation there by Bodiford. There was nowhere to go, but he still found the way to get out through the edge. And great defense by North Cobb there, but Bodiford will find a way to weave through.
Here's the second down and 5. Throw over the middle, caught by Cameron Lloyd, and he gets to the 39, and good 14 yards for a Walton first down.
Cameron Lloyd is currently the top performing receiver for Walton, and also there Jeremy Hicklinski got rid of the ball very, very fast, which was almost professional style play there.
Yeah, you got to get that. You got to release that ball.
Yeah.
If you're under pressure, just throw it out of bounds.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the offense goes with here as he's getting, I believe that's Coach Gordon telling him to play. And it's going to be another handoff to Makari Bodiford, and he gets across the 40 to about, I think, the 42 or 43 there.
And Bodiford, a very physical running back. You could see right there he pushed through people and got run after contact, which is a key part of Walton's offense.
Yes, it is. Second down and 7 at the Walton 42 for the Raiders, as we have past 5 minutes left in the first quarter. North Cobb 7, Walton nothing. And the Raiders look to respond here. Hicklinski throwing again, caught across midfield, and he'll get to the 40 and pass there, and to the 35 goes Cameron Lloyd, a big reception, and it is more than great enough for a first down, Raiders.
Lloyd shows up again and again for the Raiders, and that connection continues to be apparent between Hicklinski and Lloyd.
Hicklinski
No
throwing
matter how
again,
much
caught
time
across
Hicklinski has in the
midfield,
pocket,
and he'll
whether it
get
be
to the
second
40
or
and
many.
pass there, and over to the to left. the 35. Running with it is
Austin Williams for 6 yards, I believe. No,
8 yards, actually,
8 yards, sorry. Oh, 7 yards.
or 7 yards.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of a scoreboard issue there. We'll make sure that doesn't happen. Second down and 3 at the 29. Walton's going quick here. They want to get into the end zone and just get the offense back on the field
Oh,
again.
no.
Cherklinski under pressure, throwing.
Oh.
Hunter Teal. Oh no, my bad. That was Emerson Smith, I believe. And there's a flag on the field. We will see what the penalty is. And now we.
Hiklinski was under a lot of pressure there, and an impromptu bullet is always very hard to catch. So we'll see what happened on that play with that flag.
Well, I believe it was a penalty on. I don't know who it was on, but it was declined. But regardless of that,
I believe it was on Walton, I guess. It was.
I guess so. Here's Hiklinski throwing, caught, and past the 25 out of bounds is Cameron Lloyd for a Walton first down.
They keep moving the chains, and this drive has been very productive. We'll see if they can culminate with a touchdown like North Cobb did.
One man in the backfield with Hiklinski, Makari Bodiford getting past the 20 and to about, I believe, the 19 or 18. Good rush there, and Walton is now in the red zone at the 18-yard line.
The ball will be spotted on the 18-yard line. Second down and 4.
And Hiklinski to snap again.
Bodiford in the backfield with him again. We'll see if they go play action or if they go on the ground again. We'll see. And here it is. They do not pass, and I believe
Play is called whistled down. We will see what happened.
Yeah, we'll see. Something
There's a
happened.
flag around the 16-yard line for those of you keeping track at home.
And it's a offside
There's a call
against
the defense.
North Cobb, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down for the Raiders.
The ball will be spotted on the 13-yard line. Thank
brings-
you, Mark Ingraham.
Now the Raiders are only 13 yards away from the end zone, and high anticipation here for Hiklinski and his crew. We have
Going on the ground again, Bakari Bodiford getting to about the 12-yard line. Only got like a yard,
Bodiford is taken down.
It's okay.
2 yards.
Yard line. Stop is made by number 22, Ethan Jones.
Well, with the type of rush defense North Cobb is putting up, Makari Bodiford has been able to get yards despite that, which itself is an accomplishment.
Yeah, he's been prepared he's been preparing all week for this good defensive line by the Warriors, and so far he's looking good against them, even though he only got 1 yard. But hey, picking up positive yards is still great. Bodiford again going around the left edge, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
Beautiful play, but
Well, there is a flag. We'll see who it's on. It could be a holding against the Raiders. And let's see. Illegal shift on the Raiders.
Oh no.
And that is unfortunate as we get a take his whistle chant coming from the student section.
Very fun.
Good.
Regardless, even if it was not counted, that was a beautiful play by Bodiford with that ender, with this HB stretch. And we'll see if Walton can still show up. It's 2nd and 14. The ball's on 17. Regardless, it's still the end zone. So
Yeah, we'll see what they can come up with this time.
yeah, what I love about high school football is anything can happen at any time, even more than professional football.
Hiklinski.
Oh,
And Makari Bodiford didn't turn around there, and pass was incomplete. Didn't think
I
that
think
pass
some,
was
yeah.
coming for him.
some miscommunication there. Yeah. Heklinski was being rushed, and he would have been sacked if he didn't get rid of that. So, good job by him there.
Yeah, but that right there, that's risking an interception. So the best you should do is probably throw it out of bounds. But it was too quick, so he had to do something. So he just threw it to Bodiford incomplete. But regardless of that, here's 3rd down and 14 for the Raiders at that same spot after that penalty.
But North Cobb faced an uphill climb over there. Let's see if the Raiders can
Heklinski, and the pass is
drop.
incomplete.
Yeah, that was the pass was behind
Cameron
Lloyd, and that's always a hard one to pull in.
Mm-hmm.
Just simply good play by North Cobb there on coverage.
Yeah, very good coverage there. Now we're going to bring out special teams here and see if hopefully they can get the Raiders on the board, bring them within 4, and then just play some good defense and stop any opportunities for North Cobb.
It's an interesting game in front of us. So see. So Alex Rupp to kick the field goal.
Can the hero of the North Paulding game make it? And he does
No
not
good.
make the field goal. It is no good, and North Cobb will get the ball on the 17. So that's unfortunate for Walton. Well, dang.
Well, we'll see if the Walton defense can get a stop here and give the ball back to Walton to score again.
The votes have been tabulated and audited by the law firm of Barney, Wald, and Cheatham, and they've also been verified by Dewey, Cheatham, and Howell. The Walton community voted a little closer.
But, yeah, that's hopefully North Cobb's going to try and take advantage of that, but Walton is going to try to make sure that does not happen. Regardless of that, student section still giving all their energy and support for this Walton football team like they've been doing all season so far. We love that support, and we hope to see that more for the upcoming games. Kennesaw Mountain next week, and then Cherokee here at home for homecoming. Then you got Osborne on the road, and then you close out the season with Wheeler, and then there come the playoffs.
Yeah, the next 2 home games will be crazy because one's homecoming and the other's Wheeler. So.
And the other's Wheeler, and it's senior night, so we'll
Yeah.
see how that goes.
Yeah, I think Wheeler is the closest high school to Walton, and
It's either Wheeler or it's Pope. I'm not sure. Well, it's between Wheeler, Pope, and Lassiter. That's what it is. I'm not sure which one it is, but
no, the actual by distance, the closest one is Wheeler.
Oh, really? I thought it was Pope.
Because from the actual school, because Wheeler is just down that way, down Roswell Road,
Yeah.
and over on Hood.
Yeah. But it's been a while since they played Wheeler, and it's been about five years, and that was a dominant Walton team back in 2017. So we'll see what happens this time.
North Cobb setting up again for the snap here.
So here comes the Walton defense again. They gave up that touchdown on that 4th down and 4 the last drive. Here comes North Cobb again.
Oh,
Quarterback takes it himself, Grimstead, and he gets the 30-yard line, and that's going to be a 1st down Warriors.
yeah, Grimstead beautifully executes that read option there with to the right.
Loda Ugokwe there on the tackle.
Yeah.
Him and Ashton Woods are key
Yeah.
for this defensive line to get some sacks. Hope to see more of that coming later on in the game as we have another 1st down and 10, this time on the 30-yard line for the Warriors. And a run and play here again, and he gets to the 35. A good rush there by Ben Hall.
North Cobb moving the chains, just like the last drive. Walton just needs to come up with a couple of stops here and hope that North Cobb makes a couple of mistakes as well. But as they say, defense wins championships. See what Walton can do here.
That's true. That is very true.
Some great teams in history where defense was dominant.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Georgia Bulldogs last year. And I think they got about 2 yards on that rush.
Yeah.
And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 at the 37.
That's how the Pittsburgh Steelers even became a big name in the 70s with their defense.
As Ryan Anderson came up with that stop, he's another key player on our defensive line. He's gotten some sacks. I remember his big sack in the game against Brookwood in the playoffs last year. It was a great sack. And here's a 3rd down and 3. And run again, but he will be stuffed just a little past the 35.
Yeah, the Raiders have started to figure out North Cobb's scheme, and their linemen are showing up.
And it'll be, actually they were stopped on the line of scrimmage. 4th down and 3 from the 37, but that will conclude the first quarter. North Cobb 7, Walton nothing.
That was a fun quarter to say the least.
That was a fun quarter.
We will anticipate another tense and active second quarter for sure.
Yes, very much. As Walton will get ready to receive their punt. The punt.
Who won 2 individual races, 2 relays, and won one-off in 4 other individual races to score a total of 367.5 points. Outpacing the competition by 53.5 points.
So a big stop there by the Walton defense. I like what I saw there. Now we just got to get the offense, get the run game going. I mean, the run game's already going. Makari Bodiford's getting many rushing yards. Austin Williams got a few, and some good passes there by Jeremy Hiklinski.
Yeah, but what this really allows for is the moment Hiklinski and the offense goes with play action, the defense will get confused, and so will we. Like in the Pope game, we thought it was rush many times when it was pass.
Well, I mean, it was kind of a combination. I mean, the first play from scrimmage was pass, but a lot of rushing, 2 rushing touchdowns by Makari Bodiford, 1 by Austin Williams, and just some great passes by Jeremy Hiklinski. Doing so good, we got to bring in 2 other quarterbacks into that game, Caden Gilstrap, Josh Siegel. It was good to see them in the game.
Yeah, they're both sophomores getting prepped to.
Yeah, they are.
But Hiklinski, a key part of this offense, and he's only a junior, so we'll have him again next year.
Yeah, being the backup to Zach Rosman for the past 2 seasons, he's done well as the backup, coming in whenever Rosman's not in, and he's doing a good job. Rosman, after Rosman graduated, he went over to play with Clay Helton and Georgia Southern, and they came up with an upset win this year against Nebraska, which was insane. So very proud of Zach Rosman. Kason Henry over at South Carolina. Dom Blaylock at Georgia, as we have a penalty, which I believe might be on the Raiders, which could mean that's an automatic 1st down for North Cobb.
That would be very unfortunate for the Raiders at this point. Student section would go crazy at it.
And it is a penalty on the Raiders, and that will bring up a 1st down for North Cobb. So a very, very bad break there for Walton.
They've already started to take his whistle chant.
That's twice now that they're using that.
Well, hopefully they won't have to use it again, but we will see.
But yeah, as I was saying, you got Kason Henry at South Carolina, you got Dom Blaylock at Georgia. Everybody's going off to some great schools. These players are training hard here at Walton, and then they go to these really talented teams, and that's where they just get better and better and better. I saw Dom Laylock play this year against Kent State. That was a good play for Laylock. And they run it over to the left. That's Mbadinga, and he'll get past midfield. And
it's been a minute since we saw Badinga, and here he goes again with his rush. 6 yards.
8 yards,
8 yards
to midfield. Nasir Presley there on the takedown. Alrighty. 2nd down and 2 for the Warriors.
Walton needs to show that rush defense they showed on that last drive again. And here we go.
Passing play this time, and under pressure, throwing to his right. It's overthrown.
Yep, high and overthrown
It
to
was intended to,
Yasin Muhammad.
yes. Davis Callahan there on the coverage for Walton, and it brings up a quick 3rd down and 2 for Walton. So the defense looking to get another stop, hopefully not make another mistake on the punt, and get the offense back out in the field.
The cornerbacks have been very essential to this defense with their exemplary play. That's what's shut down the pass completely over these past few weeks.
Oh yeah, that was a false start. That was a complete false start by the Warriors. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you could see all the way from.
Yeah, that was clear. He just went a little too quick there, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 now. So it'll make it a little bit of a longer 3rd down for the Warriors. So hopefully Walton will take advantage of that.
Yeah, Walton just quieted the take his whistle chant. I think they thought it was against Walton for a second.
Yeah, no, it was clearly a false start. We'll see what'll happen.
So it's 3rd and 7 now. The North Cobb Warriors have converted on 3rd and 7 once before. We've also
here is
pass.
the pass, and it's caught.
Oh.
And he's going down the sideline past the 30, 25, 20, out of bounds past the 20.
The blocking really allowed him for all of that run after catch. That is crazy. Now North Cobb is back near the red zone, not quite in the red zone yet.
No, they are in the red zone. They are in the red zone. And
yeah, they are at the 19. My
yes.
apologies.
Yes.
I thought they were at the 21.
No. So 1st down and 10 from the 19. Another run and play here for North Cobb.
Ben Hall with the run there, and he doesn't have very much space to run with Walton showing up again in the red zone. Walton just can't make that one mistake again. They like they did on the last drive. They shut him down 3 downs, but couldn't shut them down to 4th. See what happens here.
Quinn Bannon with the stop there for the Raiders.
And Grimstead with the snap.
And Grimstead's going to take it himself.
That was Ben Hall. It was a handoff to Ben Hall, and he was clobbered again. There's just simply nowhere to run.
Again, they're covering the defensive lines, covering all those gaps. They're doing great.
And so is the quarterbacks that don't allow for the pass.
Yep, Davis Callahan's come up with some good coverage. He's come up with a few tackles in this game, actually. He's had to.
Yeah. Matthew Trainer as well.
Yes, very much as well. We'll see what Walton can do here. Try to stop North Cobb from getting anything. Try to stop North Cobb from getting a touchdown. Throw to the left. It's caught, but he is going to be dragged out of bounds.
Beautiful zone play there. Because right after the catch, he was stopped. And now they're it's 4th and 1, and North Cobb's going for it again.
So that catch by Jackson got them within 1 yard, and it makes them want to go for it again here.
Oh,
and I believe they got it
with the QB sneak.
Yep. There you have it.
Tom Brady moves right there.
Oh, it's a common move. I see it all the time. You see it in the
It is,
NFL.
yeah, it is. But lately, it's been harder to do for some teams.
But anyway, yeah, that was a good.
Yeah.
That was smart there by
Yeah.
North Cobb.
And Badinga back at it.
Oh, and a good stop there by the Raiders.
Yeah, there was a little fight there, but to get him down, and ultimately they do get the stop.
That was I think Ashton Woods got in on that. Saw Braylon Stokes there too.
Yeah,
And
they only allowed for North Cobb to get a single yard. Beautiful, beautiful stop by the line and the linebackers.
running up the middle, and he's
Yeah.
into the end
Grimstead.
zone for the touchdown, North Cobb. Grimstead.
Yeah, Grimstead is also a dual threat quarterback, just like Hiklinski, as we see here. He can pass, and
He can run.
He can run.
He can definitely run. He is very mobile. And, well, as we await the extra point here by the Warriors as they look to go up by 2 scores on the Raiders, the Waltons got to get something started now if they want to stick with North Cobb for the rest of this first half. They got to get something started now.
Yeah.
And as the extra point is about to happen.
North Cobb has been.
Oh,
Oh,
wait a
it's
minute.
Fake.
Fake the extra point, and Walton stops them.
I'm surprised. Why would they do that up by 2? That's crazy. They come back to home. Good for them.
That was
That was interesting play, to say the least.
I don't know why that happened. That was very interesting. Yeah, we'll be taking a look at this.
Touchdown here real quick, because there was some fight there as well. It wasn't a clear hole that he just ran through.
There by yeah, we heard about how the so as you can see here, yeah, a bit of action here after this play. Yeah, a little bit of action. The thing is, after the JV game, I think it was the JV game yesterday.
Last night,
Yeah, last night there was a bit of a altercation between the two teams. So I'm thinking
Badinga
because
back at it.
some of those players might play on varsity.
Yeah.
This might cause an altercation between the 2 varsity teams. So
Yeah.
this is starting to build up a bit of a little bit of a rivalry here between Walton and North Cobb, and I guess these 2 talented teams really want to beat each other.
Well, Walton has to show up tonight to rewrite the script and show that this is a level matchup and that North Cobb doesn't run away with each game each year.
No.
Yeah, and Walton is currently 4-1, whereas North Cobb is 3-2. So,
And
we'll see. Walton is the better team coming into the game.
yeah, well, the thing I said earlier, we're actually on a no, it's a 2-game losing streak. We lost 2 straight games to North Cobb. We lost in 2020 on the road. We lost 2021 last year, and we won 2017. So we've lost 2 straight against the Warriors, and we don't want to make it 3 straight. But Walton, they gotta get the offense out here, and they gotta go down and score.
Well, the whole Walton student body, other than the seniors, has only seen losses to this point. That's why this is to North Cobb. So that's why this is such anticipation, because Walton wins everywhere else, as we've seen with the 4-game winning streak. We really have to beat North Cobb tonight.
I'll give you a stat. Last year, Walton did not lose a single regular season game on the road. Every regular season game last year was a win. There were I think 2 home losses, to Marietta and North Cobb. And then, oh no, actually there were 3 home losses to Marietta, North Cobb, and West Forsyth. They beat Harrison and they beat Roswell.
All 3 very good teams last year. This year we've already beaten Marietta and now North Cobb. We do not play West Forsyth in the regular season this year.
No, we do not. As North Cobb prepares to kick it off to Walton for the Second time in the game. And here's the kick. And this will go into the end zone for a touchback.
The kicker from North Cobb has a large leg, a big leg. We got 2 touchbacks already this game.
Yeah, well, Walton used to have I don't know if you remember Connor Cummins back in 2020, I believe. He was still here or whatever it was. He had a big leg. He currently is at Kennesaw State with the Owls. They haven't played him yet, but maybe next season they'll have him in. But he had a big leg. I mean, he freaking kicks a what am I saying? A kickoff through the freaking field goal. So it's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay. Hiklinski to snap.
And Bodiford gets to the 20.
So back to the line of scrimmage there. North Cobb is showing up with a rush defense just as Walton did. I think the key for Walton here is those last plays in the end zone. I mean red zone. That's when they're losing it. They get so many stops, and then there's those 4th down plays. North Cobb has scored twice on 4th down plays.
One man in the backfield with Hiklinski. That is Makari Bodiford. Maybe a play-action play, but no.
Oh.
Hiklinski throwing to the right. It's caught, and he'll get to the 30, and trying to get past. Oh, loses the football, but it's picked up, and he's going to the 45, but he's tackled down. Wyatt Sonderman picks up the fumble, and the Raiders will get the ball at the 45, but we will check the penalty here. That was a crazy play.
Yeah, very interesting. But Bodiford went straight to the block once Hiklinski snapped, allowing Hiklinski to get the throw out, and then there was the fumble, which is very interesting, and Sonderman picked it up and ran for a good 20 yards. At least.
Maybe play-action play, but no. Hiklinski
There we go.
throwing to
Here's the
right. It's
replay
caught,
here
and
as,
gets to the 30, and
I believe that was
trying to get
like-
past. Oh, loses the
believe that
football,
was
but it's
Cameron
picked
Lloyd
up,
there who
and he's
caught it.
going to the 45,
And,
but he's
well,
tackled down.
Yeah, that was Cameron Lloyd.
Wyatt
Now we just
Sonderman.
Right there.
Maybe play-action play.
Once Cameron
no.
Lloyd
Hiklinski
caught the ball.
throwing to the
Yeah, well,
Right
then
there.
then when Wyatt got the
Yeah.
ball back and then took it, he started to kind of
Yeah.
show off there. But hey,
He ran away from the defense.
oh yeah,
Speed.
he was gone. But then they were able to trip him up. But Walton taking advantage. There was a penalty there. I think it was a 15-yard penalty,
Against
and
North Cobb.
that's going to be a false start against the Raiders. So it'll push them back to the 35. Walton's gotta stop these penalty mistakes if they want to get the ball in the end zone without many problems. Or no, that was a
Yeah, that was a false start.
5-yard penalty.
Just these little silly mistakes are killing Walton. But North Cobb too, that personal foul was also a silly mistake on North Cobb that allowed Walton to go further than what Sonderman had gained for them.
Yeah.
But now they lost some of it again.
Well, now it's back to.
Yeah.
It was a 15-yard penalty. Hiklinski throwing to Sonderman, who gets to the 30, and he will be tripped up, getting out of bounds there. Well, actually not getting out of bounds. The clock keeps running, but he gets to the 28-yard line for about a 7-yard pickup. Well, it was 15. Yeah, it was a 6-yard. Yeah, 6 yard. Yeah.
2nd and 9 here.
Again, Makari Bodiford in the backfield, and Hiklinski throwing right, and it's away. That should be pass interference, and it is on the Warriors, so the Raiders will get an advantage there.
Charles McCartherns, I think, with that PI penalty there. And that was on Cameron Lloyd.
Actually, it was either, I think it was Wyatt maybe, I'm not sure.
It was number 21.
Oh, it was
Cameron
Lloyd?
Yeah.
I thought it was Wyatt.
Wyatt was over here. Wyatt Sonderman was in. Well, both receivers have been showing up so far for the Raiders. I'd like to see some of their other receivers with receptions as well.
So pass interference there on the Warriors, 15 yards penalty, and Walton's going to take advantage of that.
Walton is now at the 14.5, so well into the red zone, and Walton needs a score here if they want to stay in this.
Toss over to Bodiford.
Bodiford
Gets
with
past
the
the
juke.
line of scrimmage and to about the 11.
That little hop step by Bodiford, and he got 4 yards on that, despite there being amazing rush coverage.
Second down and 6. For Heklinski and the Raider offense. There's 5:35 remaining in the first
Klinsky
half.
to snap.
There's Hunter Teal going off to the right. Play action. Heklinski to the end zone, and it's incomplete. That was
for Sam Walters.
Sam Walters.
And it's a
That's unfortunate there for Walton as they have a 3rd down and 6 from the 11.
Well, I think it is 4-down territory at this point for Walton. So
It's basically touchdown or field goal.
yeah,
And they want touchdown, so
Yeah.
they're going to have to, they got to really push for it, and
yeah,
that's what they're hoping for. That's what the fans are hoping for.
of course. And
See what happens here on this 3rd down and 6.
see if they can connect. Oh,
And Bruner's
There's a
going to call a timeout. First timeout of the first half by the Raiders. So
some mind games here, or just talking it over. And that prior play there, the pass was a bit high, so we'll see if they can connect here. And the coverage was great. That's what really caused there to be that miscommunication there.
well, I wouldn't say it's a miscommunication. He had his man, but it's just the coverage was really good by the secondary. But Walton's going to not let that affect this upcoming play and try to punch this one in or just get a first down, really.
Yeah.
See
Well,
what
yeah,
happens.
he did have his man. There was just, I guess, the placement of the ball was a bit, like, there was discrepancy with the placement of the ball.
I guess so, yeah. I guess so.
But Walton has been asked to do a lot tonight, and they've really been executing to this point. It's just they need to get those last plays in the red zone, score touchdowns, and they need, on defense, they need to stop North Cobb's last plays in the red zone where they get their touchdowns.
Yes, absolutely. Definitely. So as we await the ending of the timeout by the Raiders, I think the timeouts will be a little longer because of this game being on TV. There will be commercial breaks, so we're probably going to have a little bit of longer timeouts than usual. So that's why this game might be a little longer than you usually see.
Yep. There's 5 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock for this half. And our bleachers are filled at this point.
Oh, filled to the top. Everybody's here. They're all supporting the Raiders.
Yep.
North Cobb's gotten a lot of supporters on their side too, so equal amount of support from both teams.
I don't know about equal, but yes.
I mean, the size of the
Yeah,
bleacher
yeah.
being different, but I mean, I'm just saying, good fan support for North Cobb.
Yeah, of course. At the beginning of the game, the fan turnout didn't seem as much as the Pope game, but at this point, we have it filled just like we did at the Pope game. And now, Heklinski to snap.
Heklinski, play action, throwing right into the end zone,
Oh.
and it's incomplete to Aiden
batted
Jackson.
away.
And he's very unhappy with that. He probably thought there was a penalty. No, he was just frustrated with himself, and I understand that. I mean, he
Yeah.
could have gotten that, but it was double coverage,
Yeah.
so it was a tough
Yeah.
one. But
Great job by Charles McCarthy's for North Cobb there. He came back after that PI and made this swat away.
Yep.
And now Walton, like I said, it's very much 4th down territory. So Walton's going for this 4th and 6.
Yes, this is touchdown or turnover on downs for the Raiders.
Oh,
Heglinski's
no.
under pressure, and he's going to roll over to the right, left, throwing to the end zone. Incomplete. That was intended for, I think, Aiden Jackson, and it's a turnover on downs by the Raiders. I feel like Heglinski should have ran for it there to get the first down. I feel like if
There was still some yardage to cover. We could debate that, but in the heat of the moment, it's very hard.
I know
Quarterbacks do.
you could have just gotten the first down and kept your offense on the field, but again,
Yeah.
it's tough to make a decision with in a few seconds. You know, you gotta
Yeah,
make
in
one
real
quick.
time, yes.
Gotta make one quick. So he had to make a quick one, and he
And
passed it.
that was very close at the end. That very well could have been caught. Great job by Heglinski there.
Yeah, but good coverage by the North
Yeah.
Cobb secondary.
That as well. North Cobb has showed up all night and is relentless. We'll see if North Cobb moves the chains here or
Run and play here, and he'll get to the 13-yard line.
beautiful play by the defensive lineman there to get the stop and not allow for the large gain. Because if he had gotten loose, it was a huge field to run.
Combined effort there by Trainer and Anderson on that stop, only allowing 2 yards for 2nd down and 8. 4:34 left in the first half. North Cobb 13, Walton nothing, and Walton's got to keep that defense keep that defense doing good ever since the game started. And good run here, past the 25 to almost the 30 there.
By Nick Grimstead, the quarterback. That was. He's really a dual threat quarterback. Like.
I'm pretty sure the recruits are looking at that right now,
Yeah.
seeing the dual threats. So teams
Yeah.
are college teams are going to be looking at that.
That was a lot of yardage covered right there. And Walton has to tighten up that part of their game as well. Grimstead's gotten loose multiple times today.
Yeah. First down and 10 here at the 30. He actually did get to the 30-yard line, so good run there by Grimstead. Now he'll throw it here. Over the middle, it's caught past midfield.
Beautiful precision there, and to Xavier Jackson with a good catch as well. Good job to make sure he was open from number 18 on Walton.
That would
Nasir
be
Presley.
Nasir Presley. And they're going to go quick here. They want to keep this momentum going.
And Grimstead again.
Yeah, Grimstead again getting a lot of yardage there to the 35. 15 yards and another first down for the Warriors.
That's power running back style play for a quarterback, and he's done a good job of executing that too. Very, very polished and making sure not to get himself injured. And
Yeah.
And there's
and
the running
here
back.
is Ben Hall getting about 3.
Walton makes sure to bottle him up there. And with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter, we will see how this turns out.
Yeah.
Walton really needs to stop here. If North Cobb scores, then Walton would be in a big ditch.
They would, but they need 4th down stop or turnover.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Or an interception.
Or an interception, yeah. And the run here on the right side goes Ben Hall, getting to about the 16-yard line.
Good job by Ben Hall to find a hole to run through as well.
Oh, I'm sorry, the 27. Jeez, I read that wrong.
5 yards there, and now it's 3rd and 2. North Cobb is moving the chains. I think the goal is to score and not leave any time for Walton to respond.
I mean, they're moving the chains, and they're moving the chains quickly, so they're doing great here. Oh, and he's going to be clobbered up
Number
just
6,
before the 25.
David Badinga there.
Yeah.
It's 4th and 2. Only a gain of 1.
No, he got no yards, actually. He got no yards. It was originally
Oh.
3rd down and 2, so no gain on the play, no loss on the play. So good job by the Raiders defensive line.
Yeah.
And North Cobb might go for it. It appears they will because the offense is staying on the field. It's only 2 yards, but they do gotta keep an eye on the clock. There is time ticking down, but they do have 2 timeouts. But Walton does have 2 timeouts as well.
Yeah. And I'm appalled by the, I'm impressed by the athleticism expressed by the Walton rush defense with they're running with the running backs to get the tackles and not just at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Especially with our star linebackers, Ashton Woods.
Yes.
And
I think he's been getting a lot of offers lately, probably. He's been...
yeah. And he's still a junior, too. Or, yeah, no, he is a senior.
Who, Ashton Woods?
No, Ashton Woods is a junior.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So North Cobb taking their 2nd timeout of the first half, leading the Raiders 13-0 with 1:19 left in the first half. And we will see what happens here if Walton can get a stop on the 4th down to try to get revenge after that last 4th down stop by the Warriors. If you're Walton here, you just want to get this stop, drive down the field, and score either touchdown or field goal somehow. Just get something, you know.
Yeah. You don't want to look anything remotely like Pope during the Pope game.
Hello, son.
Which Walton does not.
Yeah.
Walton's been playing well. We'll see how this ends up.
And I believe a false start call against the Warriors. And
Walton section is going crazy again.
well, they're very happy with that call being against the Warriors.
Yeah.
You can't do that chant coming from the student section. They come up with great chants.
The defense chant.
The defense chant, everything. And again, a longer. But the thing is, just like that last time when they scored on the 4th down and 4, they gotta be careful because I think North Cobb's pretty good on 4th down conversions. Running game here, another throwing, and he's owing into the end zone as I just said again. The 4th down, and they get into the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown by Branch Bennett there.
Wow.
Beautiful connection by North Cobb and beautiful play action there.
They're getting out-coached big time.
That's very unfortunate for the Walton Raiders, giving up another. That is the 2nd touchdown that they have given up on 4th down in the game. Very unfortunate.
And that was the 3rd 4th down conversion they've given up, which is also very.
That is, yeah, correct. They will go for 2 here to make it 21-0, so it'll make it look like they've scored 3 touchdowns. And well, they pretty much have, but they will stop them here just before the 5-yard line. Quinn Bannon there on the stop.
Walton needs to show up like that on actual 4th downs and just not 2-point conversions. Walton still has a chance in this game.
Yeah.
It's only 19-0. And there's still a minute left here. Let's see if Walton
running game
can
here.
convert.
No, throwing. And
here's the
he's
replay.
owing
Yeah,
into the end zone,
so-
as I just said again. I think North Cobb's pretty good on 4th down conversions. That's a rough start for the Raiders here tonight in a big game. First game of region play of the season against North Cobb, the team that beat them pretty badly last year. Walton trying to get some revenge here, but they gotta really pick up the offense. They gotta take advantage of the mistakes. Stop with the little mistakes there on offense, like the false start. I think it was a false start penalty that costed them after the fumble recovery, and then
15-yard penalty. Then they do the false start, and then that kind of affected them.
Yeah. And the other thing is Walton has to still figure out North Cobb's offense. There's some plays where they do not match up, and maybe the call is not something different than what would stop the play call.
North Cobb here kicking off with 1:09 left in the first half. See how far this kick goes. Last time it went in the end zone, and this time it will not. Fielded at the 11. Oh, a toss, and over goes, I think that's Wyatt Sonderman getting out at the 40-yard line. A great play by the Raiders. Originally caught, and then tossed over to Sonderman. So then a good little trickery play there by the Raiders. But there is a penalty, and it could be like an illegal block by Walton, and it is a penalty on the Raiders.
Very unfortunate. That was a beautiful play, and maybe the legal block had allowed for, which would be problematic.
Holding.
Oh, holding.
Yeah, holding call. 10-yard penalty, or ball is actually at the 20-yard line.
So we'll see Walton.
Yep.
We'll see Walton come back. See if Walton can come back with this last minute 2 seconds. And these crucial seconds. Klinsky to snap. It's
Klinsky gonna throw to the middle, caught by Hunter Teal, who
They regained their yardage with their first interception of today for Hunter Teal, and we hope to see a lot more of that.
Quick play here by the Raiders. Heklinski gonna run it towards the Walton sideline, getting to midfield and past midfield, actually. I think he got out at about the North Cobb 45, out of bounds with 43 seconds left in the first half.
Heklinski showing some of that mobility there, just like we saw from Grimstead from North Cobb. We'll see if Walton can keep pushing with this dual threat offense.
Heklinski again going with the passing play intended for Aiden Jackson, and it's incomplete.
Aiden Jackson seems to be flipping off for a sec. He seems fine.
The last, speaking of Hunter Teal, he was named this week's Cobb County School District Male Athlete of the Week. So congratulations to Hunter Teal. Very, very proud of you, man.
Heklinski again to snap. And we will see what the play call is here.
It's another passing play, throwing to the right, and it's underthrown. Cameron Lloyd there was the intended receiver. And
beautiful connection earlier in this drive to Hunter Teal, and then after that kind of fell off. There was, I think, on that play, Heklinski had a great play by the offensive line. Oh, there's a holding
call against North Cobb. Okay. So that will be, I believe, an automatic first down for the Raiders. Yeah, 10-yard penalty, automatic first down. Yep.
That's very helpful for the Raiders at this point in the game.
10-yard penalty.
Raiders still have 33 seconds. They have 39 yards to go. See if they can convert.
They can't make like a little mistake right here, like they did the last time.
They need good offensive line play.
Heklinski under a lot of pressure and incomplete. A bunch of bodies out there, and a little bit of taunting there, a little bit of action. They're not getting along out there. I mean, there's been some heat out there between those two teams. I think there's a bit of beef.
There certainly is. And the one thing they can't do on this drive is what just happened. They need good offensive line play right now, right here, so Heklinski has time to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, don't risk an interception. Throw it out of bounds. That's a mistake he made in the game against Marietta. He was under a lot of pressure, didn't throw it out of bounds, and instead he threw a pick six. So it was unfortunate. Again under pressure, but throwing to the left to Aiden Jackson. Overthrown. And
that would have been a beautiful play if there was proper connection. But this type of stuff happens sometimes. And
Yeah.
football is a real mental game, and they just need to focus on moving the chains right now. 23 seconds left in the half. I would think they would want to get more yardage to help out their their field goal unit, and
Yeah,
We'll see.
get on the board.
Screen guys.
Get on the board. You know, just get close to field goal range. Call a timeout, and then get field goal. But Kalinski's going to throw it deep.
ooh, Hunter
And I think
Teal.
Hunter Teal came up with the catch. Yes, he did. Hunter Teal with a huge catch there near the 10-yard line at about the 12. What a catch. And what a reception for Hunter Teal. 20.
Teal with 2 big receptions tonight, and with great athletic play and great protection there for Heklinski too, to allow him to throw. Well, better protection than he had on previous plays.
27 yards, and he got out of bounds, so that does stop the clock.
Yeah.
So it gives Walton time to think this over.
15 seconds. And they decide to go for it again with their great wide receiver core. We'll
Oh.
see if they can.
Kalinski throwing left to the end zone,
Ooh.
and they're the Coach Bruner's screaming at the ref for a penalty, but they won't get it. They thought pass interference
Yeah.
there, and they won't get it no matter how much
Yeah.
Coach Bruner screams at them. I remember last year.
Yeah,
he
that
w-
was a questionable play there by the defense. It could have gone either way.
I remember last year he got mad at the refs for a pretty bad call. So there's been some big history between these two teams. It's a pretty heated rivalry, I'd say. So 10 seconds left, 2nd down and 10. Heklinski again throwing to the end zone,
Oh.
and it's out of the hands of Cameron Lloyd, I believe.
Yeah, that's Hunter Teal.
Or no, Hunter Teal. I
Yep.
thought I heard Cameron Lloyd. But anyway, yeah.
Hunter Teal, just a bit high for Hunter Teal. It was a tick lower. That would have been a catch.
Yeah, and it could have been intercepted there. That was a really close call.
Yeah. Well, now it's 3rd and 10 with 6 seconds left. Let's see what the Raiders decide to do here. I think they can still pull off a fast play before they bring their field goal unit on if need be.
So, yeah.
Doubt it though.
6 seconds for the Raiders.
So they're going for the touchdown here.
I
Let's
would.
see.
Kalinski throwing end zone, and it's incomplete.
It's incomplete, but they still have a second left, so they can put a field goal on the board.
Yes, so hopefully Alex Rupp can convert on this one. And if they make this field goal, this would give Walton a tad bit of momentum because they had the last scoring play. So it's like, you know, they have the last scoring play, and then they get the ball to start the second half. So this would be key for Walton
No,
if they can make.
they do get the ball.
Yes, they do because they kicked it off.
Oh yeah, it was an onside kick attempt. Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But Alex Rupp here attempting about a
19-yard field goal.
19 yards, and
it's
it
good.
is. No, he missed it again.
Oh.
He's 0 for 2 in the game, and Walton remains scoreless.
Oh no.
Wow, that is very unfortunate for the Raiders. But the good news is they do get the ball to start the second half, so they need to get a good start in the second half.
Yep. After that kick, I've never heard the Walton student section this silent. They've been quieted. Hopefully Walton can get off to a good start in the second half, put some points on the board.
Yeah.
Okay. And as the marching band comes out, we will be taking a short break briefly. And we will see you back on the other side of the half.
Ladies and gentlemen, Principal Richard Tischler, Directors John Palmer and Chris Johns, and the staff of Walton High School are proud to present the 2022 Walton High School Marching Raider Band. This year, the band presents selections from their 2022 production, Ordinary Extraordinary. Now entering the field for halftime performance, drum majors Hunter Priestman, Adam Cornell, Liza Walker, and Simon Beltran. And the Walton High School Marching Raider Band. The winning numbers for Walton Band 50-50 raffle is in. Give you a couple seconds to grab your ticket out of your pocket. Here we go, 877-091. 877-091. The winner, $286.50. 877-091. Thanks all for participating tonight. The winning numbers, please see the parent at the bottom of the bleachers. They'll be holding the 50-50 raffle sign. Congratulations and thanks for sponsoring the award-winning Walton Raiders Marching Band.
Welcome back to Raider Valley for the second half of this, of the first region game of the season for the Raiders between North Cobb and Walton. North Cobb is up 19-0 on the Raiders after Walton could have had 6 on the board with 2 field goals, but they were both missed by Alex Rupp. And North Cobb actually scored touchdowns on two of those touchdowns were actually scored on 4th down. So we'll see what happens here.
North Cobb has converted 3 times so far on 4th downs, which have allowed for all their touchdowns. So we'll see if that streak continues for them, and we'll see if Walton can bring a comeback here to preserve their 4-game winning streak.
Yeah.
Or North Cobb walks away with this one.
With a win, and it would be their 3rd straight win against the Raiders. So we're hoping that does not happen, but we'll see. It's going to require the hard work by the players, but mainly it's just going to require the support from the fans.
North Cobb had a huge victory last year at Walton, at Walton's homecoming right here in Raider Valley. We're on a very spirited night, but it was disquieting, and hopefully that doesn't happen today here. The crowd has already gotten quieter than when the game has started, but we'll see if Walton can bring them back to life.
Now, along with North Cobb beating us on homecoming last year, Marietta beat us badly on our senior night, but what we did in response is we beat them on their homecoming, so that's a little bit of revenge. Same thing with North Paulding. We beat them on their homecoming, but that was a very intense game in Dallas, Georgia.
Yep.
Instead.
Oh no, he was it to the end zone, and it's instead hands it off. Oh no,
they've had some good touchdowns.
It's nice and real.
To the end zone, and it's
so Walton will get
to the end zone, and it's
as they kicked off to start the game.
And the Raiders look to respond here. Glinski throwing again, caught across midfield, and he'll get to the 40 and pass there and to the 35. And the Raiders look to respond here. Glinski throwing again, caught across midfield.
Very hard.
I think North Cobb's pretty good on 4th down conversions. Running game here. Throwing. And he's owing into the end zone, as I just said again.
That was the one with David Izume.
Yeah, I think that was him. But regardless of that, it was a great play there.
Yeah, good connection there by North Cobb as well. Walton, Klinsky
here by the Raiders. Klinsky gonna run it towards the Walton sideline, getting to midfield and pass here by the Raiders. Klinsky gonna get close to field goal range, call timeout,
that
and
last
then
drive
get a
was,
field goal. But Nikolinski's going to
really
throw
good
it
drive
deep.
for Hunter Teal.
And I think Hunter
That
Teal
right
came
there,
up
I believe that
close
throw was
to
actually
field
by
goal
Wyatt
range,
Saunders
called
on here.
timeout,
No, that's
and
Heklinski.
then
I thought that
get a
was-
field goal. But Nikolinski's going to throw it deep.
Hunter
And I think
Teal.
Hunter Teal came up
Yeah,
close
sometimes
to field
sometimes
goal
in the
range,
NFL, they
called
do the thing where they
timeout,
throw to the
and
quarterback
then
like
get a
this
field goal.
past week.
But
I saw
Nikolinski's going to throw
Lance
it
and the
deep.
Steelers
And I think Hunter
with,
Teal came up
Zach Wilson in
close
the end
to
zone, and
field
he
goal
caught it for a
range,
touchdown.
called
It was pretty
timeout, and then
But,
get a field goal. But
Regardless
Nikolinski's
of
going to
that,
throw it
they're
deep.
about to start the second half.
And I think Hunter Teal
And
came up close to
Walton,
field goal
nothing.
range, called timeout,
So let's
and then
let's
get a
hope
field goal.
Walton
But
get back
Nikolinski's
in
going
the
to
game
throw
here
it deep.
with the support of the student section, who, despite being down 19
Close
points, they are jumping up
to
and down.
field
They're
goal range,
excited for the
called
second
time.
half. Everybody's excited. Let's get this going. Let's get on the board, and let's get Walton back in this game.
Wyatt Sonderman and Cameron Lloyd back to receive. What?
And the kick is away, and it's a pretty good one. And it'll be fielded.
Wyatt
That's a
Sonderman to take it
little,
out.
little fake play there. Wyatt fakes one defender, gets to about the 20-yard line. Great fake there by Wyatt.
Sonderman with the jukes there, and he's got them decent field position to start.
Yeah, that was pretty insane.
Yeah. The student, you could hear the student section just spiked up in volume, spiked right back down when that happened.
Yeah, they really raising the atmosphere here is amazing. The atmosphere at Raider Valley is always awesome.
And now with now that the night has started, the skies are dark, and that means the senior section gets more and more rowdy.
Friday Night Lights. Bodiford here running of the left side. Shaves off one defender, fighting past the 20. I think he got to like the 22 or 23. Flag on the play. See what the call is.
Yeah. But regardless, good job by him to make sure to not lose yards and stay in the positive. See what that flag is.
Yeah, we'll see.
Coach K pointing at something there.
Maybe it could be on North Cobb.
Yeah.
No, and it's Paul Starwald.
Oh.
5-yard penalty. Gonna be. Oh, holding is the second call. So wait, one of them's gonna be enforced because one. Oh, half the distance is a goal.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so to the 4. Wow, geez, that's terrible.
I think it's
To the 4.
not 9. That's the
Or
9.
9 actually. Scoreboard issue.
Bodiford.
Bodiford left side, and he
Oh,
fakes.
and
That's
he's
20,
loose.
30, 40, and he's dragged down before the 45. What a run there by Makari Bodiford. Picking up 33, but another flag, or actually he picked up 34 or 35, but another flag's on the field.
Great physicality there to run after contact and get loose. We'll see what this flag is about.
Let's see.
There's been multiple flags tonight, and these teams are displaying their beef for full show. It's against North Cobb.
It is against North Cobb. Personal foul.
Personal foul.
15-yard penalty. Going to the North Cobb 43, 1st and 10 Walton, looking to take advantage of that.
The senior section has brought their speaker out, and they are ready for Walton to finally convert. Let's see.
They can get one in the end zone here.
Yeah.
That's when the section will be electric. Play action here. Klinsky's under pressure, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 37.
Yep, he made some he gained some yardage there, actually.
Yeah,
Good job by Heklinski to get out.
6 yards. Oh no, never mind. He didn't get anything. I thought he got. Oh no, he wasn't even close. Yeah, he was way in the backfield. My bad.
Oh.
Second down and 10.
Either way, he didn't lose any yardage for the amount of pressure he had. I would have expected for if there was any other quarterback for there to be some loss of yardage.
Bodiford going to take it and face off one defender past the 40 to about the 38.
Bodiford saw that he couldn't go to the left, so he cut inside, made great use of that of his improvisation in that play, and gained some yards.
And penalty on Walton. A holding.
We've seen far too much of this already, and it's killing Walton. And to be honest, it would have been killing North Cobb too if their amount of penalties hadn't decreased in these past two quarters.
Second down and 22. Ball's going back to the Walton 43. Hiklinski throwing to Austin Williams, and he gets past midfield to about the 46.
Great gain of yardage there. Great sight of the field, and he got where he needed to be. And now we have a much shorter play, a 3rd and 13. Still a uphill hike, but we'll see what Hiklinski and his offense can do here. Sonderman lining up on the outside, closest to us.
They got 3 receivers over there on the left side. Sonderman, Teal, I believe, and I think probably Jackson or Lloyd. And Hiklinski throwing over to Sonderman, and it's caught. And it's going to be a first down, Walton, to I think the 29.
Beautiful.
And another flag on the field.
Beautiful play, beautiful connection, but these flags.
Legal formation.
These flags have been
literally
killing Walton.
They've been killing Walton all game. It's rough for them.
It's been very rough, especially on this drive. Every time they gain, they go right back because of these flags.
And
and this time it was illegal formation, but there's been far too many holding calls on Walton as well.
Holding.
I'm surprised the senior section has not started their take his whistle chant, or they might have. I am not sure.
The offense right now has been committing a lot more penalties than the defense has, is all I have to say. I haven't been seeing too many pass interference penalties on the
There's
defense.
only been a single PI, and it was against North Cobb.
Yeah, it wasn't against Walton. Hiklinski under pressure. And Wyatt could not come up with the catch. It's incomplete.
That was Matthew Trainer.
And I thought it was Sonderman. It looked like number 10, but it was all right.
11.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, that was... I think the receivers have to also show up for Hiklinski from this point forward. I mean, the throws have not been exactly perfect, but Hiklinski has been doing his best, and his throws have been very good. The receivers need to start bringing him down for Hiklinski, and we'll see what they do here. It's a 4th and 18, and they're gonna punt. Well, they're gonna punt here, but for the
high snap,
future drives
away, and it goes out of bounds like past the 20-yard line. So a pretty good punt by the Raiders. Yeah, around the 20-yard line, and that's where North Cobb will start their next drive.
Let's see if North Cobb still has that momentum from the first half, and their side of the bleachers is electric right now, whereas Walton is still has the energy, but is much tampered down from the start of the game.
I could see Coach Bruner there. He's not happy right now, and I understand. I can understand. Yeah. He's not happy.
That last drive was ugly because of the flags and penalties. Whoever you want to blame for that.
He wants them to be more disciplined. Yeah. They need to be more disciplined. They need to understand they got to understand all these penalties, and they can't be committing them in these big situations.
Yeah. Let's see if North Cobb toes the line here, because they've also had a couple of offensive penalties so far.
True.
That has.
So it's been even on offense for penalties, but defense not so much.
Yep.
So defense is not committing too much. Many penalties.
A single PI, and it was against North Cobb.
Yeah, it wasn't against Walton. Eklinski under pressure.
Oh.
And so yeah, I just defense has got to continue to play hard.
Yeah.
You know,
and for Walton, I think the key is now the receivers have to show up for Eklinski and help him out with being versatile and being able to grab the ball even if placement is a bit off.
Yes. But yeah, we'll see what our defense can come up with here. They've been doing good so far. I mean, the defensive line: Ashton Woods, Wendell Gregory, Quinn Bannon, Ryan Anderson, all four of them. They've been doing good.
For the defense, it's just those later down stops that they need to work on. It's North Cobb is capitalizing on that.
But
that has given the lead to North Cobb.
Number 15, Nick Grinstead.
Yeah. Now, Walton defense back out in the field. See what they can do here. Hopefully come up with a big stop, maybe an interception, fumble recovery. Running game here, and he'll be stopped. Probably losing about a yard there.
That's what it seems to be. Oh, line of scrimmage.
Started.
So, no gain, no loss.
Ashton Woods there coming up with the stop.
Second down and 10.
He's always a presence in that defense and always a threat to the other team's run game, which is great for Walton because they also have solid cornerbacks that are threats for the pass game.
Yes.
But they need to play their best game tonight to stop North Cobb from scoring from now on.
Throwing to the left. It's dropped.
It's dropped.
Had it at first, and he dropped it.
TJ Smith and third receiver.
Simple mistakes.
Third down and 10.
So a third down and 10 here for North Cobb. And Walton trying to come up with another huge stop, get the offense back out on the field, and punch one in. North Cobb looking for other answers, but Walton will not get it.
Ball's out. Was it?
No, I think he was. I think they wave played dead, so that's not a fumble. But regardless of that, great stop there by the defense, and we hope to keep. We hope to get the offense back out on the field yet again.
Beautiful defensive play there. It's always great to see that.
Yeah.
Ashton Woods was in on that along with other linebackers. Beautiful.
Let's go Raiders chant coming from the student section. Firing up everybody, firing up the players.
North Cobb set to punt.
North Cobb with a punt, and it's
fairly short.
It's actually a short one, and Walton will look to take advantage of it. Rolls out of bounds.
39 at the 39.
39-yard line, so that should be good field position for Walton. They got to take advantage of this. 7:39 left in the third quarter. Walton gets the ball back.
Let's see what Eklinski and his crew has in store for him. It'll also be interesting to watch the play calling here after the struggles on the last few drives. Walton still in the huddle, whereas North Cobb is taking the field.
Yeah, Walton trying to get a very good they're trying to get good amount of tips from their coaches because Coach Bruner, he's not looking too happy, and I'm pretty sure the other coaches are probably the same, and it appears there's a false start. It's going to be a false start against the Raiders. It'll push them back another 5 yards to the 34.
exactly the type of things that have been killing Walton. Let's see how this play goes.
It's just a matter of, like, you know, the offense is still committing a lot more penalties than the defense. Makari Bodiford there.
Gains a few yards there, despite the
1 yard.
or a single yard.
Yeah, just 1 yard, but 1 yard's better than none.
Yep.
So he'll take that.
Especially with that that front four there for North Cobb. Let's hope that Walton has something in stock.
Heklinski caught by Austin Williams past the 40 to about the 43. 8 yards. 3rd down and 6.
Good connection there by Walton. Good way to regain their momentum. Let's see if Walton can keep that momentum through this drive. And they need to play a little quickly here because they only have 6 minutes left in the quarter and 18 minutes in the game. So
yeah. 3rd down and 6 for the Raiders. To Heklinski with time. Throwing. Caught by Cameron Lloyd at the 45. And a 1st down for the Raiders.
Beautiful explosive plays. Back-to-back explosive plays there. And see if Walton keeps.
Oh, flag on the field.
Oh, no.
Hopefully it's on might be on North Cobb. We'll see.
A lot of stoppage of play in this 3rd quarter.
Yes. Let's hope Walton can take advantage of this if it is a North Cobb penalty.
The student section's having a whole concert out there.
I think one of the refs was pointing towards North Cobb, so I believe it should be on them, but
we'll wait for
the call from the head referee. And the call is a penalty on the defensive holding on North Cobb, and that'll be a 1st down. The penalty was declined, so 1st down on the 46.
See if they go back to the run game here, or this another explosive pass play.
Ooh, almost jumped offside there. Almost jumped offside there. Nearly jumped offside. That was a close call. Two men back with Heklinski.
Yep.
Hands it off
to Bodiford. Bodiford is bottled up. The run game has deteriorated in this drive, whereas the pass game has been very effective for the Raiders so far.
Yes.
Let's see if the men in red can convert.
Handoff here.
Ooh,
Williams is tripped up.
Great stop by number 25 for North Cobb, Philip Gladney. The defensive back came all the way up to get the tackle on Williams.
Yeah. 2nd down and 9 at the 45, a 1 yard gain.
It's
3rd down. My bad. Thought I was thinking Heklinski here again, throwing deep right, and it's incomplete to Hunter Teal.
Just a bit overthrown.
And Walton will be forced to punt with 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Going to bring the defense back out in the field again. So
it's those plays that they need to stop getting themselves in 3rd and long situations, because then it's very hard to convert even on those explosive plays, because North Cobb knows they have to go downfield. So that's another key for Walton here, as now there's only 17 minutes left in the game.
And here's the punt by Trainer, and it's going to be a fair catch at the 15-yard line.
All of these are crucial drives for the Walton defense to stop North Cobb, because if North Cobb scores, they will run away with the game at this point.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is called a television timeout.
So now the timeout will be longer due to this game being on TV. GP Georgia Public Broadcasting will be taking a longer timeout. But Walton coming up short again on that drive. They should have. I thought they were going to take advantage of that penalty that was declined, but they didn't take advantage of it. Close to field goal range, call a timeout, and then get field goal. But Kalinski's going to throw it deep.
Ooh,
And I think Hunter Teal came up close. Field goal range, call it. Get field goal. But Kalinski's going to throw it. It's kind of been.
Ooh,
And I think Hunter Teal came up close to field goal range, call it timeout. Walton comes up with a stop, and then get field goal. But Kalinski's going to throw it deep.
Ooh,
And I think Hunter Teal came up close to field goal range, call it timeout, and then
the only reason, honestly, this game would be
get close to field goal range, call it timeout, and then get field goal. But Kalinski's going to throw it deep.
Ooh,
And I think close to field goal range, call it timeout, and then get field goal. But Kalinski's going to throw it deep.
Ooh,
And I think Hunter Teal came up close to field goal range, call it timeout, and then get field goal. But Kalinski's going to throw it deep.
Ooh,
And I think Hunter Teal came up close to field goal range, call it timeout, and then get field goal. But Kalinski's going to throw it deep.
Ooh.
Well,
It's an all-out concert in the senior section tonight.
yeah, still playing that music. They'll get fired up no matter what the score is.
Welcome to Walton, folks.
Been a thing since last year. Ever since like we got to have a lot of the full capacity. We didn't have the limited capacity last year after the 2020 season. We got everybody back in, and they were all ready to have some fun.
Yeah.
And they really did have some fun. Anyway, North Cobb going on the ground again, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Both defenses are increasingly seeming similar in their stopping the run game, and they're both doing it very excellently.
Yes, they are.
But there's a flag on this play. So. Coach Bruner has gone to talk with the ref.
Could be a penalty on the Raiders, but we will find out. And it is a penalty on North Cobb as they move back. Half the distance to the goal, so to about like the 7 or the 8 yard line, 7, 8 yard line. Yep.
North Cobb is in a pickle now, and let's see if Walton capitalizes here.
They gotta get more and more defensive stops. They've been getting tons of them, and then the offense just has to capitalize. Going on the ground again, picking up about 4, and there's a pile of players there.
The pile falls backwards. Let's see where they mark them.
There's like Quinn Bannon and a bunch of other Walton players. I think Callahan got on it too, and Trainer.
Ashton Woods was in it. Everybody was in it.
Yeah, they wanted to get all over them. Second down and 13. He got 4.
I find the selection of plays is very interesting down here. There's been a lot of rush by North Cobb lately. Let's see if they ever go back to their pass attack.
The opposite with Walton is there have been a lot of passing plays, and they're not doing too much rushing.
Yeah. Well, rushing, the times they have done it, has stopped to work here in the second half. Let's see if they can pick that up as well.
Yeah. They'll go with the arm this time, and it is caught. And he's going to go all the way for the North Cobb touchdown. Wow. TJ Smith with the touchdown. 87 yards for North Cobb, and this is a big touchdown for the Warriors.
The tight end takes it to the house for North Cobb. Beautiful connection, beautiful separation.
Now wait
Great
a second.
speed.
Now wait a second. There is a flag on the field, so stand by.
This could be a very consequential flag tonight.
This could either be it would suck for either team. It would suck for whichever team it's on. And well,
There's a sideline warning to North Cobb.
sideline warning against North Cobb, probably for like the excessive celebration and stuff. Walton gets that quite a few times, so I guess North Cobb got it this time. But it's not gonna matter. I think it'll be enforced. It'll be enforced on the kickoff, I believe.
Number 93,
Yes, that's how they usually work.
for the point
Yeah.
after attempt.
That could have been much more consequential.
Yeah, it really could
With
have.
the hold.
Or maybe it's either that or it's a longer. It's either a longer extra point or whatever. But the extra point is right through the middle, and it's good. 26-0 Warriors over the Raiders. It is not looking good for Walton. It is not looking good.
Double flag for the play. Stand by for the call.
But no matter the score, they're still having fun in the
Yeah.
senior section.
Of course.
Oh man, just love the excitement going on.
Yeah. Well, tonight we need Walton to score at least a couple of times to see their action.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah. We hope to have that soon. We did. We almost had that, but unfortunately there was that penalty that costed us. And then I believe then there came the missed field goal. I believe that was yeah, it was.
It's mistakes that Walton's core game has been working. Mistakes have killed them. That is
Personal foul against
Walton.
Walton. Personal foul against North Cobb. They will offset.
Penalties assessed on both teams.
Yeah.
Offsetting.
Yeah. All right. Well, guess that won't really matter for either team since it's offset. Well, then there is the excessive celebration penalty.
That
so
will be tacked on to North Cobb.
on the kickoff.
Yes.
So they'll be pushed to the, I think, the 35. So it's kind of like, in the NFL where they kick from the 35 and in college. So it'll be like an
Yes.
NFL and college kick.
I don't think that would pose too much of a problem with the kickers from North Cobb having big legs. But we will see. We have Cameron Lloyd and who else?
We have
and Matthew Trainer back there.
yeah, Matthew Trainer.
Matthew Trainer.
Yep. Trainer had that interception in the game against Pope.
Yep. And if Walton scores a touchdown here, they're still very much in the game because there's the whole fourth quarter left.
That's
We've
right.
seen a lot of comebacks in high school football, in football in general.
Oh, yeah. Tons of comebacks. It's not over till that clock reads 0-0-0 at the end of the fourth quarter. Then it's over. So we'll see what happens.
But North Cobb certainly does have the upper hand here.
Morales here kicking for the Warriors. Or I think maybe, yeah, I was about to say.
There's been one more unsportsmanlike conduct.
Oh, there was another. So there was another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
35-yard line.
Yeah. So at the 25-yard line. So they're going back 15 yards.
Just tons of beef tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it happened in the JV game, then it's gonna happen in the varsity game. And it sure has happened. It's almost been some fights out here. That's why they why they put this game on the TV, because they knew it was gonna be a really good game. But anyway, Morales here kicking off for the Warriors back at the 25 after those two unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. Hopefully Walton can take advantage of those penalties.
I think they certainly will.
Yeah.
Field position matters a lot.
Yeah, well, we'll just see. He could kick this one really far, but he kicks it to the 30. Here is Trainer. And he's going up the middle to midfield, and he's down there.
Beautiful run there by Trainer, identifying where he had to go and executing. And now Walton's at midfield, which means only 50 yards to go to the touchdown. Very doable for Walton.
Want to give a shout out to Taqueria Tsunami for providing the food at halftime. It was really good food. Thank you very much, Taqueria Tsunami.
Certainly was.
Every week they
Yeah.
always have somebody come in. Last time it was McRae's Tavern.
Yeah.
They were awesome, and this time Taqueria Tsunami. Here's Bodiford, who will fight his way to the 46. 4-yard rush.
It's a productive run for Walton to get the run game going again. Beautiful blocking there. We'll see what Walton goes with here on 2nd and 6.
Yeah. 3 minutes and 4 seconds left in the third quarter. If Walton wants to stay in this game, they gotta score like a touchdown. This is where you need a touchdown in order to stay in the game. A field goal isn't really going to help much. Heklinski rolling right, and he'll throw, and it's caught.
No.
Oh no,
Dropped.
no, it was dropped. It was dropped. Oh, I thought he got it.
It was crazy even how he got his hands on that one.
That was a crazy play. Great throw by Heklinski and great attempt there by Lloyd.
Yeah. It's very hard to throw when you're rolling right like that.
Yeah.
Towards the end zone.
Yeah.
It was almost executed, and which
Could have been a touchdown there.
Yeah, it definitely would have been. If there was the catch. If there was a catch and the catch was on point to allow for a run after catch.
Yeah. But we have a 3rd down and 6 from the 46.
Still not a horrible position to be in.
Throw to the right, caught, but he's tripped up at the line of scrimmage. That was Cameron Lloyd. And it's going to be a 4th down and 6. And
good job by North Cobb there to be unrelenting and get that tackle there.
Walton is going for it here. This is a moment where you just got to go and you got to get the first down. At this point in the game, you're down by 26. You got to get the first down. And that's what they're thinking, and that's what they're going to try and do here.
I don't think there's any question about it.
No.
Heklinski to snap.
Bodiford in the backfield. Heklinski throwing. Caught!
Oh, no.
Oh, no. It was incomplete to Matthew Trainer, and he's claiming he caught it.
Yeah. I think I think coverage number 1, Charles McAtherns for North Cobb, got it out of his hands last second before he went down.
Walton is now 0 for 2 on 4th down conversions in the game.
Meanwhile, North Cobb has 3 4th down conversions.
They are 3 for 3, along with 2 of them being touchdowns. So they've really taken advantage of the 4th down mistakes by the Raiders on both sides, really. Well, I mean, that wasn't a mistake. That was just a drop pass. Good coverage. Good way to break up that pass by North Cobb, and they look to just tag on more and more points. It's a rough night for Walton.
Definitely is.
North Cobb here on their own 46, running up the middle, and he gets to the 37.
David Badinga gains close to 15 to 20 yards there. Good protection.
Check that, the 38-yard line.
Good run blocking there.
And there's a just waiting for what play to go with. And then they'll execute it here. Walton's going to try and execute their defensive play here.
Yep. Be interesting to see what play North Cobb goes with here.
In
Grimstead to snap.
Grimstead handing it off again up the middle, and he's going to go all the way to the end zone for the North Cobb touchdown. Number 6, David Mbadinga for the North Cobb touchdown.
Mbadinga broke loose there. Such a physical running back. Found where there was a hole and got the touchdown for North Cobb.
Again,
beautiful execution by North Cobb.
They've been getting a lot of touchdowns on the running game here. Or maybe that was the first one, I don't know. But whatever it was, that's another mistake there on defense by the Raiders.
At this point, North Cobb has started to shut out the Raiders. And
yeah. On their home field, too. And the kick here is Morales.
Hopefully, hopefully the Raiders put it's good.
Got it. 33 to nothing. North Cobb. Man, it has been one rough game for the Raiders, but I got to give credit. North Cobb is playing hard. They could have had some mistakes there, capitalized by Walton, but no.
Yeah. North Cobb has made sure to minimize that and capitalize on every Walton mistake.
Yeah.
And North Cobb has showed up tonight,
handing it off again
contrary
up the middle,
to the belief that this would be a tough game.
He's going to go all the way to the end zone for the North Cobb touchdown.
We'll see if
Number
Walton can put
6.
up at least some points before the end of the game tonight.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, we don't want it to turn out like homecoming last year.
Yeah.
Where Walton did put up points in that game, but
they did.
It was close to the differential between the scores that it was today. It is today.
Yeah, 51-29, you're right. No, actually, it was a bit closer. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was on 33.
Yeah.
1:11 left in the third quarter. Back to return for the Raiders.
Number 21,
Cameron Lloyd.
Alongside number 11.
Matthew Trainer is with Cameron Lloyd to return this kick. And
Matthew Trainer will take it out.
Trainer will take it. And he gets to
the 16. North Cobb was those physical tackles there. And let's see if the Raiders still have the spirit. And if the Raiders will score here to finally electrify the senior section.
Cam Owens there on the takedown on the kickoff. Here comes Jeremy Heklinski and the Walton offense. Bodiford and gets to the 21-yard line, about a 3-yard rush for Macari.
Number 44, Grayson Hodges. Second down and 7.
It's going to be interesting what the play selection is on this play.
Yeah. Heklinski throwing left, caught by Sonderman, trying to deke out some defenders, fighting his way to the 30, and he does not, he gets the first down, but is a little short of the 30, but an 8-yard pickup and a first down, Raiders.
Nice physicality there by Sonderman to get that first down, and nice stop by the defenders teaming up on him. Heklinski to Bodiford.
Bodiford again, fighting his way to the 35, is down at the 33. And that'll be the last play of the third quarter. Walton is still yet to score in this game as we reach the end of the third quarter. North Cobb 33, Walton nothing.
North Cobb has just played very high quality football tonight to stop even a quality Walton team from scoring.
Yeah. Now the band's still playing very loudly though, so they're still into it. Still,
everyone's spirited, but
about half of the student section is empty, but there's still a good amount of people still there.
Fourth quarter being sponsored in part by Atlanta Oral and Facial Surgery and Dr. DJ Stainer. If you can listen to taken out
A lot of the parent section is also leaving the stadium here.
Yeah.
North Cobb, all of North Cobb is still here. They have to take that 40, 45-minute hike to get here. They're not going to leave without relishing every moment of this victory.
Yeah, they're.
Or potential.
It's kind of like it was kind of like the last game against Pope. You know how Walton was really dominating, and then that's when Pope's fans just left.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing here with North Cobb, except Walton did not have 42. North Cobb does not have 42 entering the fourth quarter.
Our section was very hyped.
Instead, hands it off.
Oh
No, he throws it to the end zone, and it's
I'm sure that was a great weekend.
instead hands it off. No, he throws it to the end zone, and it's instead. He's gonna Walton looking here just to get in the end zone or get something on the board. They don't want to get shut out. It is. I don't remember the last time we've gotten shut out at home. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta look back. I don't remember the last time we were shut out at home. He's gonna go all the way to the end zone for the North Cobb touchdown. No, I don't remember that either. It's probably like a few years. It was probably like 5-something years ago. I don't remember.
We always.
He's gonna go all the way to the.
Like even the North Cobb game last year, we had 29 on the board.
Bodiford. 36, about 3 yards, but it's a third down and three for
Clock is
Raiders,
running,
and Walton's going quick.
Raiders with urgency. Let's see what the play call is here.
Nearly jumped offside there.
Confirming the play call.
Yep.
And
moving over, a little bit of position changing there.
See what Klinsky and company have in stock.
And it's going to be another handoff to Bodiford, and this time dragged down at the 30, losing 6 yards, bringing up a 4th down and 9.
Bodiford taken down by Dominic Moody.
Great tackle there.
Yeah, great play by Moody to get behind the line of scrimmage and take him down.
Number 11, Matthew Trainer, back deep in punt formation.
Trainer punting again for the Raiders.
Back deep around the 35-yard
Been a lot of punting here for the Raiders. Tons of punting. Marching band yet to play the fight song after a touchdown in this game. Hopefully they can get one maybe later on in the 4th quarter. And North Cobb calls a timeout, their first of the second half.
Everyone's still here, really, really waiting for the mighty, mighty Raiders to show up with the ball.
Hey, stick around. Maybe you'll see something special. That's why you got to stick around. You never know. Like going back to this is going back a long time ago. Going back to 2000, the Dolphins were really beating the Jets badly at MetLife Stadium, and it was the Monday Night Miracle, and the Jets came back and actually won that game. Tons of people left that game thinking, "Oh, Jets have no chance." And it's like, you go to like school or work next day, and you're like, "Oh, that was a rough loss last night," and then you're like, "Wait, no, we won." And it's like you missed something because you left. So that's why you got to stick around in case something crazy happens. So you never know.
Exactly. These days in professional leagues, things crazy happen all the time, and hopefully we see that here in the high school.
Especially in the Super Bowl, you see crazy things happen like this. One comeback that most people don't like at all was the Super Bowl 51 between the Patriots and the Falcons. That was
especially locally, yep.
Oh man, that was a rough one for Falcons fans, but yeah, it happens. But
and that 28-3 joke lived on for a long while. That really was not funny.
No,
for us.
No, it wasn't funny for the Falcons, but hey, Falcons are on a they were on a 2-game winning streak. They beat the Seahawks, and then they beat the Browns. And I don't know who they play this weekend, but they look for their 3rd straight win. And hopefully they can get that one.
It's interesting how the Browns are playing so well with their backup, just like North Cobb here.
Without Malachi Singleton,
Yeah.
the guys know they got to step up, and that's what they're doing in this game. There was a score similar to this in a Walton game. There is one game that I do remember when Walton got shut out. It was the state championship game in 2011 against Grayson. I think they got shut out like 34-0, and that was the one and only time in varsity football that Walton has made the state championship. Oh, that punt.
Unlucky bounces.
And good block in there. He's getting to the 40,
Number
to the
one turns it around.
45. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Boy.
Walton comes up with the football, and they'll get it at the 40-yard line. Wow.
Walton shows they're still in it with that play.
They are not out of it yet.
Was that Ashton Woods or Matthew Trainer with the?
We'll get a replay here. Here it is. So the punt to the right has made a few bounces, about 1-2. It was actually touched by one Walton player. And then here it comes, the hit over there to the 40. I believe that was, no, it was, Walton comes up with the football, and they're getting. It was Lota Ogokwe. He came up with that hit and jarred it loose, and now the Raiders get the ball back. So great play there by Lota. And good block in there. He's getting to the 40.
Always interesting to see things like that. That hit was solid, and that's why Walton's in the position they are in now. Let's see what Heklinski and company have here.
Bodiford again, going left.
Bodiford with good gains there.
I think he got the first down there, or maybe he's 1 yard short.
Good run blocking there as well.
And it is a still waiting the scoreboard. What? Oh, illegal formation penalty on the Raiders took away that potential first down, and now they go back to the 46. Again, the penalties harming the Raiders yet again.
The penalties are what put the Raiders out of reach in this game.
Heklinski under a lot of pressure. He's just going to throw it deep. And it's intercepted by North Cobb. That was, can't see your number.
Yeah, the orange numbers are sometimes hard.
Number 9, I believe, is that it?
Caleb Jenkins was in on the play for sure.
It was either Darius Dye or Caleb Jenkins. I think it was Jenkins.
Yeah.
Looked like 9. He was just jumping all over the place, so it was hard to tell. But regardless of who it was, a great interception there.
Yeah, great pressure that allowed for that interception by North Cobb too. They got real close to Heklinski, and maybe it was a good thing they didn't sack him.
And I believe because of the score differential right now, the clock will not stop. I believe that's what's going on.
Yes,
I remember that in the Pope game, yeah. As the tubas are coming out for tuba time. And as I think Ben Hall was the runner there. And Quinn Bannon there on the stop for Walton. As the tubas get ready to do their special song with the cheerleaders. 2nd down and 5 for North Cobb.
North Cobb still not relenting despite this score differential.
Yeah.
And same goes to Walton. Credit for playing through the game.
Going on the ground again on the right. Oh no, I think it was a quarterback keep there. Yeah, and he lost like Ashton Woods there coming up with the tackle, and it should be a loss, but it's a 3rd down and 6 because the original position was
that was a loss of yard.
Yeah,
good play by Ashton Woods, getting behind that line of scrimmage.
Down and 6 for North Cobb with 6:50 remaining in the game. Walton, they've had some chances, but again, the interception just recently, the penalties, all that. And Azunume was on the carry there, and he did not get the first down. And 6, I believe, and
yeah,
3.
there was no. It was only a 3-yard gain on the play.
No, it was Ashton Woods on the stop, number 7. And here comes a punt here by North Cobb. Raiders are just going to try and get something on the board with about 6 minutes remaining in the game.
Even if the Raiders just end off on a score, that would be pleasing to the students here at Walton, to say the least.
It would. It really would. We'll see what happens.
A shutout would be really disappointing here. So.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time we got shut out at home, or just got shut out in general. But I mean,
North Cobb is a tough team, and when they get their quarterback back, if they do, they are definitely competitors for state championships.
I don't doubt that. Last year, though, North Cobb they got beat by Roswell, which was very unexpected by most people. I was like, wow, Roswell won that game, but I mean, they did well. Walton had a good push for the state title last year, falling short against Milton.
Yep, in the Final Four.
I was like, I think it was like our 4th Final Four appearance or something like that.
It was I think it was the first one since '96 maybe, or sometime in the '90s.
No, it had to be more. No, it had to be a lot more recent than that, because we made the state.
No. The thing was they made the state championship in No, I think I'm getting it confused.
They made the state title in 2011.
Oh, right.
And I guess that must have been the last time they made the Final Four. They made it in 04 actually, and they lost to Parkview. I saw a highlight of that.
No, I remember that. That was my bad. That's for a different sport.
Oh yeah. Well, no, 2004 against Parkview, that was football, and we lost to them in the semifinals.
No. I meant what the stat I was saying.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, but 2011 was the last time and the only time we made the state title in football. That was a great year for Walton. They beat Lassiter on this field to go to the state title.
Yeah.
And that's back when they had the old renovations. They didn't have the blue end zones.
Yeah.
Last year was the first year of the blue end zones. I like the new renovations. The old renovations, had the old. I mean, the field was a little more. It now looks a little more new. It's like a brand new field. So got a lot of money to get that new field. And the punt by the Warriors is going to be
number 11,
caught it at the 49.
And he slipped to the ground, so he'll be down. Matthew Trainer will be down at the 49.
Yeah, the clock is running. Yeah.
Yep, we'll see what Walton can do in these final 5 minutes.
Yeah, get something on the board. Get the marching band to play something. Get the marching band to play with the 8th grade band, to play with the 8th graders. So hopefully we can hear that. Last year, the 8th grade night was, I don't think it really happened. The marching band wasn't out there because it was raining so much. It was last year's game against Harrison. Walton won that game 41-10. That was the same. That was the same night as the Game 3 of the World Series between the Astros and the Braves. So it was a big night. Here's Hiklinski throwing right and tripping there and falling before the catch got to him. It was Cameron Lloyd. And the Braves Tomahawk Chop song being played by North Cobb. They're doing it, but then we're doing then our students and cheerleaders are doing it back.
We'll see what Hiklinski has in stock.
Hiklinski to Bodiford, who passes midfield out of bounds at the 41 or the 40.
But
regardless, might have been a
yeah,
9.
the time does not stop regardless.
Yeah. So Walton, they want to get something. They got to get it like now,
Yeah.
with other 4 minutes left in the game, and we have.
But they do have a good amount of time to go down these 40 yards.
They do. So the timeouts they don't really come in any good use right now, but
Yeah.
it's whatever. They just try and get something here.
Yeah.
Kari Bodiford trying to get to the 35, gets to the 36, but it's good enough for a
First down.
first down, Walton.
The run shows up now late in the game again, just like it did in the beginning. And we'll see if they can get a pass attack going as well right now.
Orlando Wilson came up with a tackle there. Ball on the 37 for Walton. Makari Bodiford running again, getting to the 30 to, I think, the 29 or 28 there.
A good gain of yardage there. And the depleted student section is very antsy to see something. Since they stuck around so long, I think they deserve to see something here, and I hope Walton gives it to them.
Well, here's Bodiford
And
again
again.
running right, and
Ooh, Bodiford is stopped by the North Cobb defense.
but I think he got the first down. Yeah, he got the
Yeah,
first
he
down.
got the first down.
At the 29-yard line. Or at the...
Still, I think I was hoping for a breakaway there, so a breakout play there.
See if the Raiders go on the ground again.
Or are they? Oh, it's
No,
pass.
He's going to throw it this time to the end
End
zone.
zone.
It's caught! Matthew
And it's a
Trainer,
touchdown.
Walton, their first score of the game. And for the
Man.
first time in the game, the marching band and the 8th graders get to play. And the student section is so happy. The seniors are running out, and they are so happy that Walton got on the board for their first score of the game.
Iklinski and Trainer
end zone.
ensure
It's
that
caught.
there's not a shutout tonight. And
Matthew
so does
Trainer.
that offensive line there.
no
The offensive
pass.
line
He's gonna-
allows for that play right there.
Will Fitzpatrick and the offensive line coming through again. Awesome job.
And beautiful catch by Trainer there to go up for the ball and grab it in.
Rupp
Extra point
does
is
not
good.
make the extra.
Oh,
No good. He missed an extra point. He's 0 for 3 on field goals today. Missed 2 field goals, and now he's missed an extra point. Remains 33-6. Ever since the game-winning field goal against North Paulding, he's missed 3 field goals in this game. But regardless of that, it's good that Walton got on the scoreboard.
yep. It's very important too. So we don't have to say we got shut out by North Cobb. Walton pride being displayed.
Yes, go Raiders.
After the seniors are gonna run out with the flags with the Walton on it.
Superman out there. There's Superman. There's the Walton Raider mascot, Mr. Raider. Cheerleaders.
And the student section. Like at least 1/4 is student section.
Yes.
What's left? Yeah, I'm sure they're appreciative of the student section that stuck back and supported them, the Walton Raiders or the football team.
Yeah, loyal support. The loyal support there from the fans,
Onside kick here.
and covered by North Cobb
Cobb.
at the 46. And I think it's probably just going to be a bunch of runs here. No, I don't think they'll. Maybe I don't know if the clock will keep running. It
No, the
appear-
clock has stopped
Okay.
due to the Walton scoring.
Yeah, so that's good for the Raiders. Maybe they can get defensive stop, maybe another score, something like that.
Yeah.
Get some more points on the board other than just 6. we'll see here. I do have to give credit to North Cobb. Their offense has played phenomenal in this game. Their defense has come up with some huge stops, so credit goes to them. But the credit also goes to the Walton defense. I mean, they've worked very hard to give the offense so many opportunities, and then they did it so much that it finally led to the touchdown there by Trainer. So that's good for the Raiders. The clock is running, actually. Oh, no, it just stopped because I think Walton took a timeout. Oh, no, I think it was North Cobb. Last timeout called by North Cobb.
Timeout sponsored by Northside Hospital. Northside Hospital, the official hospital partner of Walton Athletics. Thanks again for coming out to Raider Valley.
No,
pass.
he's going to
At this
throw it
point,
this
I
time.
think people
To the end
in
zone.
stands
It's caught!
are starting to head out before
Matthew
and
Trainer!
to get out. Oh,
No,
pass.
he's going to.
Oh, yeah, they want to beat all the traffic. There's going to be a
end
line
zone.
of cars
It's
getting out
caught!
of here. Takes a while.
Takes a long while. Yeah, a lot of people park away from the school just because they want to avoid the traffic. Because North Cobb section is still fully packed.
Hey, fan support for them on the road is good for them.
Yeah.
That means they must get tons and tons of support at their home stadium.
Yeah.
Good for them. Great for them. Here's North Cobb here again. And the running play here.
He's bottled.
Jordan Allen gets only like one.
Yeah.
Actually, he gets nothing.
Walton shows up again here in these winding seconds.
Yeah. Approaching the last minute of play in this game. North Cobb 33, Walton 6. It's been a defensive battle for pretty much the entirety of the game. But then, you know, the offense comes through for North Cobb. And at the end there, the offense finally came through for Walton. And I think this will probably be the last play of the game. And then they do the handshakes, and then that's it. End of the game. This will probably be it. Oh, there's a penalty flag. It's probably a false start against the Warriors. Yep, that is the call. False start against North Cobb.
Yep.
5-yard penalty. It's going to remain 2nd down and 15. Ball at the... Ball at the 47. Yeah.
Good job by the officiating crew tonight. They've made many calls tonight, and they've been fair despite all the yelling from both student sections.
There's been some questionable calls because I've seen Coach Bruner pretty upset about some of them.
Well, yes, but each side is going to be upset about the calls against them. But the officiating...
I know, but I mean, like, he was really, like, mad. He was like, whoa, how is that a penalty? Like, how is that penalty called? But that is going to do it here tonight from Raider Valley. The final score, the North Cobb Warriors 33, the Walton Raiders 6. It was a rough game for Walton. They take their first loss at the Valley, their first loss since the Corky Kell game in Atlanta to Mill Creek. But North Cobb came to play tonight. Their backup quarterback played amazing. Offense did great. Defense did great. So all credit goes to North Cobb.
Yep. North Cobb showed up throughout the whole game, both offensively and defensively. Credit to Walton for sticking in there, and thank you guys for watching and sticking with us through this game. Yeah.
It's been a good one. We will see you guys in about next week. They're away against Kennesaw Mountain, and then the next week they're back home against Cherokee for homecoming. So we'll see you then.
We'll see you on homecoming game.
Yes,
Thank
we
you,
will.
guys.
Thank you guys for watching, and go Raiders.
Go Raiders.